Hey guys, it's Jake with the product specialist team at RDO Equipment Company. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 quick in-cab scenarios you'll want to know how to handle in order for you to get the most out of the new planned work setup files for Generation 4 John Deere displays. Please note that the display being shown in this video has version 21-1 display software, thus allowing us to showcase how Work Planner can create a custom setup file containing products and use rates for both planting and liquid fertilizer application. Work Planner generated setup files are only compatible with Generation 4 John Deere displays having 20-3 or newer display software loaded on them and are not compatible with machines equipped with version 1 servers or legacy displays. In our first scenario, let's discuss how to import a Work Planner file in the display. If you're receiving the file via a wireless data transfer, simply navigate to the top drop-down header and select your data sync, which will show that you have newly received files you need to import. In this example, we don't have data sync enabled. The other way to find your files is to simply select the menu button in the bottom right corner of the page and then select System and File Manager. If you're importing your setup file manually, simply start by plugging your flash drive into the data port on the rear corner post of the machine, and the display will prompt you as soon as it is recognized. From here, we'll select Import Data, then Next. Then, if you have multiple files on your flash drive, you'll want to search for the ones that you would like to have imported. In our case, we just have the one file, which is selected by default, so we will click Next. We'll see here that the file contains 2 prescriptions, our liquid fertilizer prescription and our planting prescription, as well as the setup file data that will contain our planned work notes, guidance lines, and products. Once we've reviewed everything here, we'll go ahead and click Import and the data will load into the display. The next scenario we will demonstrate is how the tractor automatically populates the work plan as we cross the geofence of our boundary. As we make our approach, make a few mental notes here about what you see on the screen. The current guidance track which shows is a 355-degree north-south heading, and up until now we haven't actually selected any information for the work we're about to do, which we would typically need to do prior to starting work. As the tractor passes through the geofence, we see our work plan populate, showing that we're beginning a planting and seeding operation. We have a defined field size of 91.1 acres, thanks to our active boundary. Our client farm and field have all populated as well, and that our crop and variety that we planned in Operations Center has shown up here. Also, remember that we named our work order corn planting, and that populates right here. If we want to see everything contained in our plan work, all we need to do is click on the Work Details button, and we can now see the list of all the assets we added in Operations Center. We have our field instructions, the variety and seeding rate, which you can see as a prescription, our product application rate for 1034.0, also a prescription, and that's going to be tied to our exact rate liquid fertilizer system. We have 3 guidance tracks, a defined boundary, and my name is also populated here as the operator. If we want any more specific information on any of these individual assets, all we need to do is click the Work Details button beside any of these items, and it will take us to the setup page for each item for us to adjust and confirm what is predetermined by our planned work file. The third scenario we will discuss is if the work plan does not automatically populate once we enter the geofence, or if we do not have an active boundary attached to our work plan. In this case, we've already loaded the file in the display, but we need to search for it and apply the settings in order for us to complete our work. We'll start by simply selecting the Setup button at the bottom of our display. Once our work setup page appears, in tractor displays with 20-3 or newer software, you will now notice that the bottom of the page has a button that says Work List. We're going to select that button to get to our planned work. This is our work list page, and the Plan tab contains all of the work plans that have been loaded into the display that have not been completed. The Work History tab here will contain the list of tasks which we have already finished. You can sort this list by distance or by priority by clicking the magnifying glass here. If you want to see an overhead view of all the work plans in a given area, you can change your map view here. If you wind up with a duplicate or simply want to clear a project out of this list, simply click which operation you wish to delete, then hit the Remove Work button. Likewise, if you'd like to see what assets are contained in a given work plan, select the Work Details button. Once you select a given operation and hit OK, either in the work details section or the list view, the work plan will then become active and override any of your current setup. After everything is loaded, it will take you back to the work setup page where we began, and you will simply select OK, and we're ready to unfold and get planting.
Thank you for watching. Connect with us by subscribing to Precision Ag Answers on YouTube and following RDO Equipment Company on social media. Visit rdoequipment.com for more precision ag resources and solutions.